Illustrating classic stories from literature is something that I've sort of fallen into lately. I've always loved the vintage illustrations from N.C. Wyeth, Norman Rockwell, and all of the other great illustrators. And now I've been trying my hand at this art form. It has been tremendous fun for me. With the Adventures of Tom Sawyer, I hired models and photographed tons of reference shots for use in that collection. But now we've had to become socially distant. In the fears of the coronavirus, we are separated. And separation doesn't allow me to shoot new model photos. So what was I to do for painting this image representing Stephen Crane's great novel, The Red Badge of Courage? I had to use an older photo. The story of The Red Badge of Courage is a haunting tale of a young man who finds himself in the dangers of war, in this case, the American Civil War. In thinking of what that must have felt like, being a young man leaving home heading off to war, I started thinking about my own grandfather, Vernon Dickerson. As a young man, Papa Vernon too went off to war. For him, it was fighting the Germans in the Battle of the Bulge. Before he passed away, I interviewed my grandfather about his experiences in World War II. He didn't like to talk much about it, but the fear he had felt was very apparent. And it was that same fear felt by millions and millions of young men and women who have found themselves in great conflicts. I knew I was onto something, and as soon as I thought of Papa Vernon, I knew the exact photo I wanted to use. It was his 1940 school photo. I've always loved this image. With his piercing eyes staring back at me, I knew this was the perfect image to represent the universal apprehension felt in times of war. The painting for the Red Badge of Courage went quickly, and it became a very special experience for me. One friend on Facebook, Julie Sellier, commented this way: "Your grandfather was there with you while you painted that." Well, Julie was absolutely right. You see, as a believer, I am told of a great cloud of witnesses gone before who are cheering me on in this race. What an amazing encouragement this is for me. My grandfather is with me, is a part of me every step I take, every day. As is my grandmother, my father, countless others. And leading the group, I feel the grace of Christ, which empowers me so. How wonderful to never feel alone. How wonderful is this hope. I'm Anthony Thaxton. I'm drawn to my cloud of witnesses. I'm drawn to turning over my fear of war and strife. I'm drawn to always feeling strength from those who've invested in my life. And I'm drawn to Christ.